So we went over this in a different video. I kind of stopped and started it, but I'm going to keep it on this here. So right now we look at our graph, and our graph has two straight lines, which means that we have linear functions. So based on what we did before, if we are adding these functions, then we should get, if we add a linear and a linear, we should get a linear back. So I should have written here, this is f of x, and we'll say that this is g of x. And let's say that we have f of x plus g of x. This is the function that we're going to graph. So what we do is we look for nice points. So let's look right here. These are not, this is a nice point, meaning that it is -5, -5. That's the point. Right here, not so much of a nice point because we don't know if this is halfway. Right here, it does give a good x value, but our y value is terrible. So we don't use those points. But let's look here. Here are two nice points. Notice how they are stacked on top of each other because I want the same x value, and then I'm going to manipulate the y value, meaning this y value right here is -4, and then this y value right here is -6. What we are going to do is add those two numbers together to get our new function. So -4 plus -6 gives us -10. So we're going to go down vertically to -10, and that's going to help us find one of the new points to our line. And remember, we are going to have a straight line here. So when we graph this, we should have straight lines. Next, we move. We knew these weren't nice points. Here, there's two nice points there, so let's use those. So this point here is -3, and this point here is -4. Now we're adding, so -3 plus -4 gives us -7. So we go vertically to -7. And that becomes our new point there. Next, our next two nice points. This one's not nice, so we keep moving. We'll go right here. Both of these values are both -2. So -2 plus -2 gives us a -4. So we're going to plot our new point right there. And we can keep going. I'm going to go one more just so you can see what happens when we have a 0. But we can just keep going with this. So here's 0. Here's -1. So we have 0. And we have -1. So what happens? 0 plus, sorry, it should be -1 plus 0 is -1. No big deal. It just so happens to be on this line. And now when we plot the graph, we know that we have more than enough points to connect, and we know that it's going to be linear. And you can see all of these purple points here are all linear. Now we just connect those points. And then we label this function f of x plus g of x.